When it comes to authentication in Laravel, yeah, it's kind of changed over the years. For example, at one point, out of the box, you got these sets of views that made it really easy to register, log in, reset your password, all of that stuff. But then some people complained, so it got removed. But now I'm happy to say that it has been returned in the form of an artisan command. So if we scroll up, you'll see this new command in Laravel 5.2, make auth. Now, let's just try it out. I have a fresh install of Laravel, PHP artisan, make auth, and you'll see it creates a handful of views, it installs a home controller, and it also updates your routes file to register all of these endpoints. So you'll see we have this views/auth directory, and this will have your Bootstrap-specific login page and register page and password reset and password confirmation and a dashboard and all of the basic stuff you would expect. Now, quick note on this, it's really intended to be used at the beginning of the project, potentially right after you install the framework. So yeah, you could still run this 6 months down the line, but just be aware that it will create a home controller and it will update your routes file to register these endpoints. So just something to be aware of. All right, so now check out how cool this is. I'm going to do PHP artisan serve. And now here's what we get. So think about it. This is all I have done. I ran Laravel new project from the command line, and then I ran PHP artisan make auth. That's it. And immediately we get just kind of a nice, typical layout that you can then customize however you want. Now, check it out. We have our login page, you have your registration page, we have a password/reset page, as well as the confirmation. All of this stuff manually takes an incredible amount of time to write, especially if you like building up little weekend projects and such. So it's nice that now in Laravel 5.2, you just have instant access to it. Let's try it out. I'm going to register John Doe, john@example.com, and password. Okay. Instantly, we're signed in and we have a new user. Now, the way this works, if I go back to Vim, is you'll see Laravel includes an auth controller out of the box. So this is where everything's handled. For example, after you do sign in, it's going to redirect you to /home, and you can see that represented here. But if you want it somewhere else, for example, dashboard, then just update that. No problem there. And then also, if we scroll down, you'll see, for example, your validator. If you need to modify this, then you would update it there. And you'll see we can go to auth/register. And yeah, you'll see this is sort of a Twitter Bootstrap specific layout for a typical registration page. And you'll see it includes all of the errors and stuff, all that annoying stuff that you always have to refer back to the documentation to figure out what the correct class name is, for example. You just get that out of the box, and then you can customize it however you want. But anyways, if we go back to Chrome, we are authenticated. So this page, remember when I said earlier that Laravel creates a home controller? This is sort of like your dashboard. So you'll see that we applied the auth middleware to all of the routes. That will ensure that you are authenticated in order to access any of these pages. And then we have this one, index, that loads the home view. Now though, if I go over to my routes.php file and we scroll down, you'll see that we received this bit of code when we ran make auth, which means we can get rid of that. Now, we do register an endpoint for the home controller, but also you'll see route auth. So what's happening is Laravel's just kind of tucking away all of the miscellaneous routes that have to be registered. Now, it'll tuck that behind the illuminate/router class, and let's see, auth. Yeah, you'll see lots of routes to register here, so it just tucks it behind this method here. So endpoints for login, when you post the login form, when you want to log out, when you want to register, and when you want to reset your password. Now, you'll likely need to refer to these, so just remember, you can always run PHP artisan route list, and this will show you if I zoom out, it'll show you every endpoint that you have for your project. And that's a good reference to have. So if we go back, well, we can log out. We have a nice drop down here, and we're logged out. If I go back to home, yep, it protects us. Let's try out password reset, and we'll say john@example.com. But real quick, before I send this, I want to update my mail driver. I can do that through my .environment file. And if I scroll down, yeah, for local development, I do want to use the log driver. And that way it just logs it straight to the storage logs laravel.log file. Okay, so let's clear that out, go back to Chrome, and see if it works. Send password reset link. There we go. So if we go back, yep, there we go. Here's our email. So let's try it out in the browser.